We could all use a bit more confidence, right? I'm here today to provide you with some tangible ways to boost your confidence in any area of your life. Because confidence in yourself will result in improvement in each and every aspect of your life. If you're new here, hello, my name is Stephanie. I am a certified hypnotist who lives and breathes all things self-awareness and conscious living. I teach my clients and my viewers the hidden power of their subconscious mind so that they can heal and prosper. The first tangible tip I have for you is to adjust your reference points. And I'm going to read the definition of a reference point according to dictionary.com. So according to dictionary.com, a reference point is a basis or standard for evaluation, assessment, or comparison. And oftentimes when we are comparing ourselves to other people, we are at our level 1, right, or level 5, but we are comparing ourselves to someone who's at like level 20 or level 10, which is just absolutely barbaric because we're not taking into account that gap, right? All those levels in between that person too had to go through, right? And so when we have a reference point of what success is, perhaps we are striving towards success in our own business, right? But we are at maybe level 2. We've been in business for a year or so, but we keep noticing the success of someone who's been in business for like 20 years, okay? And that's our only reference point. That is our point for which we are creating our standards, and that is the point in which we are evaluating ourselves in comparison to, which makes absolutely no sense. Your reference point for evaluation and comparison and assessment is someone who's much further along the journey than you are. So adjust your reference point to someone who is only 2 levels ahead of you or so. That's a good reference point. The second tangible tip I have for you to boost your confidence is to create an achievement/pride list. Write down personal, external, and internal achievements, goals you've hit, efforts you gave your all towards, beliefs and limitations that you've overcome within your own life and mind, and things you have done in the past that you are proud of. This list could be 3 pages long, 20 pages long. You are basically just giving yourself a pat on the back for everything you are proud of in your life. You could also write down all the qualities you have that you are glad that you have. I am kind, I'm caring, I am nurturing, I got my degree, I completed that certification, I worked out 5 days in a row like I said I was going to. This on and on and on and on. I encourage you to do at least 1 page front and back. Write this achievement and pride list. It is often that we forget how much we have done when we are looking at how much more there is to do. And you are worthy and deserving of the praise for all you have done thus far, okay? Just because there is more to do does not mean that you haven't done things and you haven't overcome and accomplished and risen above, okay? You need to look back at the journey that you've already journeyed with pride and admiration and joy. And when you do that, you remind yourself that yes, even though there is more to do, I am so proud of what I have done thus far. When we lack confidence, when we are lacking confidence, it's often that we are only lacking confidence because we are fearing not knowing how to do all the rest of the things we need to do, or being able to do them in time, or figuring out how to do them, or what if obstacles come in the way, blah, blah, blah. But it's easy to boost our confidence when we remember how many accomplishments we have accomplished and how many things we have overcome thus far. The third tangible tip I have for you to boost your confidence is to take an inventory of all of the influences, external What? External and internal, okay? There are influences in our life that make us feel things. People say things and they make us feel a certain way. People do things that make us feel a certain way. All day long we are getting emotionally triggered, right? And emotions lead to thoughts, and thoughts lead to emotions. And so when you are triggered negatively, you're going to have negative thoughts perhaps, right? And when you are having negative thoughts about yourself and your ability and your confidence, it's going to trigger some negative emotions, right? And so what do I mean by your external and internal influences and how to take an inventory of them? So if you have people in your life that are always degrading you, telling you that you could have done better, telling you that what you had done is not good enough, basically just nitpicking you all the time, that's an external influence that is affecting your personal self-esteem and confidence. Do you need that person in your life? Are they going to help you and support you? It doesn't sound like it, right? So you can take an inventory of these relationships that you have in your life and then decide whether or not to continue down the road of a relationship with that person. It might not be easy, of course, to start eliminating all these external influences that are making you feel a lack of confidence, but this is your life. And so you need to start taking responsibility for what you allow into your life and how you allow people to affect you. And yeah, that is a thing, right? Some people may say to this, yeah, there's always going to be external influences. What you need to do is learn how to manage how they affect you. Yes, of course. You might love your job and your boss, but you have a coworker who is always negative and blah blah blah. And you can learn how to not let that person's negativity affect you. But when you have a choice, whether this person or this external influence is in your life or not, choose. Okay? And external influences also might be what you're watching on the news, what you're listening to on podcasts or on the radio, right? Your environment is your external influence. And so if anything in your environment, people, places, or things are not making you feel confident, assess, number one, can I keep this in my life and not let it affect me? And number two, if you cannot, how can I begin to step away? And so internal influences. Internal influences would be limiting beliefs. If you're not sure what a limiting belief is, I will link a video that I explain it in depth, but a limiting belief is a belief that you have within your subconscious mind that is limiting your progression or achievement in a certain area of your life. And so if you have limiting beliefs about money, you're going to have a hard time finding money. If you have limiting beliefs about relationships and love, you're going to have a hard time finding a soulmate, right? And so these things can be things that are making you feel a lack of confidence. If you have a limiting belief around success, let's say, that successful people have it all together, right? And then you see that you don't have it all together, that might be affecting your confidence, okay? So other things that are internal, that can be an internal influence on your confidence level, is your self-talk. You need to assess how you talk to yourself. I like to reference that you should talk to yourself as you would talk to your best friend, or you should talk to yourself as you would a child. You wouldn't constantly like, you could have done better, I can't believe you didn't blah 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 to a child, right? Nope. So speak to yourself a little nicer. The third and final tangible tip I have for you to boost your confidence is literally create a pep talk for yourself. Write down what you wish someone would tell you. If you wish that someone would just come along and tell you everything's gonna be okay, the beauty is in the journey. Failures are not failures, they are just lessons, right? All of these things, whatever you need to specifically hear, write it down. Write it down. And then when you are in a confident state, when you do something well and you feel confident, add to the list. Add to the list of all the things that you need to hear when you're lacking confidence to help get you out of that rut, all right? And with this pep talk, take a picture of it and store it on your phone. Open it when you need it. or record yourself saying it and play it back, or video record yourself playing it and watch it when you need to, okay? You need to use it in order for it to work, but it works wonders. It's like having that best friend that always lifts up your spirits, but that best friend is you. You are your best friend. You are the one who is pepping, talking yourself. It's pretty powerful. I like to do it a lot. Do I talk to myself often? Maybe. Is that okay? Absolutely. All right, so there are my tangible tips for boosting your confidence. Adjust your reference points. Create an achievement and pride list. Take an inventory of all of the influences in your life, external and internal, and create a pep talk for yourself. I hope you got something out of this video. I would love to hear your takeaways down in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe if you are enjoying what I am sharing and teaching. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.